Warriors, welcome to Warrior Wednesday. It's April 15th, aka Tax Day, which we are lucky because COVID-19 showed up and tax day has been deferred. If you're in the US, of course, tax day has been deferred till July 15th. So what a blessing it is that our taxes have been deferred till July instead of today. So today, technically, as it has been in previous years, and really at all times, it's like April 15th, it's tax day, right? So it's so cool that it's been deferred till July to give everyone time to settle whatever they need to settle from a tax perspective. So with that being said, how are you guys doing in this homeschool experience? What's coming up? What's going on? What are you creating? What are you gaining? Hopefully not weight. Hopefully you're not gaining weight in this experience. And one thing I'm noticing with people in general, just from connection with several folks, is that there are two camps of people. There's a camp or a group of people that are super bored out of their minds. They don't know what to do with themselves. And there's another camp or another group that they're in a space of being bombarded, maybe even overwhelmed or whatever the deal is, right? So I'm curious, which camp are you in? Which group are you in? So if you're here, actually, if you're on here live, comment with, or give yourself some hearts so I can see you and just comment and say hi so I can see you. And if you're catching the replay, comment with hashtag encore so I can acknowledge you. All right. So, again, going back to the question, how are you making the most out of this experience? What are you creating? And if you're not sure how to get creative, because this is an opportunity for us to get creative in this time and space, and word has it, depending on what state you're in, that we will likely be in this homeschooling experience until probably June 1st, depending on what state you're in. Some states, I think California, I have clients in California, they're saying maybe May 15-ish. So I'm curious to hear like what the deal is, like depending on what state you're in, what the conversation is. So comment below and let me know. So my intention for you guys is to create and be creative in this experience. So if you're like bored out of your mind, I got you covered. And if you didn't catch episode 1 from last week, you get to tune in. The easiest way to do that is go to my YouTube channel, which is @ZinaSolomon, and go to episode 1 and we walk you through how to get creative. And last week we talked about you making a list of all the things that you were putting off, all the projects, all the things, and also making a list of things that you want to learn and you've always wanted to learn, but you pushed back until you quote unquote had more time. Okay. Now you have all the time in your hands. What are you doing with it? Okay. So, and then I gave you a mission last week on what to do next. So if you haven't completed mission from episode 1, you get to do that because I'm going to go into your mission for episode 2, which is today, and some other ideas for you so you can be creative, be your creative self, and make stuff happen. So if you're excited, give yourself some hearts so I can see you and say, hey, yay, we're excited. We're excited to get this going. All right. So with that being said, going back to what we talked about, which is being creative. So what kind of opportunities are you creating for yourself and for others? How are you being creative? So if I'm curious, like if you're here, just comment and share what you're doing, just to like, keep the conversation going. So I have a couple more ways for you to be effective in terms of creating or being creative while you're at home. So depends on what camp you're in, whether you're like bombarded or you're bored. Either one is actually not cool. Either one doesn't work. So there gets to be a balance between the two where you're actually still doing things for yourself. So one of the ways that you can get creative is make a list of your zone of genius. And here's what I mean by that. We're all talents. First of all, we're all geniuses. Number one, let's start there. Okay. We're all geniuses and we're all talented in a very specific way. We have God-given gifts. We have specific talents. Hey, Michelle, thanks for tuning in. Love. Great to see you. We have our God-given gifts, specific talents that come naturally to us. So what are those talents for you? What are those skills for you? So I invite you to make a list of all the things that come naturally to you because there's an intention behind it, right? So make a list of what that is. What are you really great at? What do people compliment you for? What do people come to you for, right? And so if you know what it is, comment below because I would love to see, what you're good at. Like one of the things that I'm really great at is creativity. I'm one of the most you will likely meet, like, I'm one of the most creative people you will ever meet. And creative not in the sense of drawing and all that stuff that I'm a terrible drawer, by the way. However, I'm very, very creative, like writing. I'm a creative writer. Writing comes natural to me. Hey, Scott. Hey, Sagar. Great to see you guys. Welcome. All right. So make a list of what you're really gifted at. What is that is your zone of genius? Like, what are you super awesome at? So make a list of that, because I'm going to ask you to use it, okay, to make a difference. All right. So that's number one. Number two, this opportunity with this whole quarantine, homeschooling / lockdown experience, however you want to look at it, is giving us an opportunity to adapt, be flexible, be agile, step in a way where we've never stepped before. This is completely the realm of the unknown. A lot of us are looking at it as uncertainty, and it is uncertain times. And it's also very unknown, because this is very new, uncharted territory that we're stepping into. And we're right here, right now. What are we going to do about it, right? So this is an opportunity for you to be flexible, to be agile, think on your feet, etc. One of the things that I've used and I've done for many years is take improv classes. So if you want to be able to think on your feet and be super agile. Hey, Charles. Speaking of improv, Charles is actually an improv. Welcome, Charles. Nice to see you. So if you want to think on your feet and enhance your creativity, one of the best ways for you to do that is take improv classes, okay? And I share this with you because for many years I've taken improv, and it gets you out of your headspace into your body and into your heart, and you're actually thinking on your feet. And if you stumble, if you're the type of person who gets stuck in life and you are always like in your head and you're processing and you like spend a lot of time in your head, you're likely going to benefit so much from improv because you're going to be out of your head. And so a lot of classes now, like acting schools, are offering online programs. The school that I went to is called New Jersey School of Dramatic Arts. You can look them up. It's njactors.com. Hey, Tracy, welcome. njactors.com. And they're offering online classes, so you get to jump in and take online classes, or look up a school near you, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm endorsing my school because I went to acting school for 2.5, 3 years. I studied improv. I also studied theater. I've done theater performances, theater production, all this stuff. And really at the end of the day, guys, it's about you being creative, and it's about you connecting with your humanity. And ain't that the truth? We all get to get connected with our humanity. You know what I'm saying? If you feel me, give yourself some hearts. You know what I mean? And if you want to read about improv, and improv is so new to you, there's a really great book that I recommend. It's called Yes and. And yes and, that's actually one of the bases of improv. If you've taken improv, you get what I'm saying. It's like you're given a challenge and you're like, yes and you're contributing to it. You're not like, no, I'm resisting. No, you're yes anding. You're like, yes and. So the book is called Yes and the author is Kelly Leonard and Tom Yorton. So you can look it up on Amazon, okay? And with the gift parts, like, you know, what your zone of genius is, I'm noticing people like making, they're like cooking and stuff. So if you ever wanted to write a cookbook, now is your chance, okay? Just hint, that's you, okay? So here's your mission, guys, for this week. Hey, Mark, welcome. So here's your mission for this week, guys, okay? So you get to make a list of what your zone of genius is. What are you super talented in? Make a list of that, because next week I'm going to ask you to use it, okay? I want you to take it step by step. Hey, Carl, thanks for tuning in. And then the second thing is pick one skill that you want to develop and enhance and take in order for you to take your creativity to that next level. So I want you to share like what your gifts are. If you're willing, sharing is caring, right? Like, why wouldn't you? Share what your gifts are and share what is one skill. Hey, thanks, Mark. I appreciate you. And share one skill that you are committed to developing that will enhance your creativity and take your creativity in your game to a whole new level. So comment below. That is your mission for this week, guys. So that's it, okay? I'm just going to keep it super short. I love you. If you're just streaming in, go back, catch the replay, go rewind. And if you have any questions, I'm always here for you guys. So I'll see you next week, same time, same station, Warrior Wednesday, all right? Be well, stay healthy, sweat it out, and rock it out. Mwah! Love ya!